president. That's what I want. I'm a Democrat. Where I make my stand is where I won't make a budge is environment. Global warming. It happens. It's happening. Sorry. I'm with the president. You seen the intro with the Obama. Oh, I voted for Mr. President. I voted for him, and I'm going to vote for him again. And I'm going to vote for the Democrats. And I'm going to encourage people to vote Democrat. But I'm extremely disappointed in the handling of this bill. Alright, back to this again. Let's go over the ranks. Anakin Joseph, that's me. I'm the president. My wife, Nang Mitchell, is the vice president. Jason Alval, he's the fleet admiral of public relations. He's the czar of public relations. Patty Rodgers was promoted to admiral, Latino representative. I use some of her work. Mike Barber is an admiral. He's my progressive league counsel. Anthony Truss, he's the vice admiral. Kellyanne Stanzik, if she don't show up for the next goddamn interview, is going to be getting busted a rank. She's a rear admiral, another progressive league counsel. Alex Thomas Lee is a captain. He's military tactics. Sal Vitro is a commander. He's Italian-American counsel. Boogie Munster is a lieutenant commander. He's a minister of hip-hop of Walt, America's Pulse. Michael McGinley is lieutenant commander, the Irish-American counsel. Kristen Van Patten, a friend of mine from way back, is a lieutenant conservative counsel. Bella Gemini, she hates saggy balls. She's a lieutenant junior grade, a social advisor. Dustin Big Brown Parker, he's a lieutenant junior grade, a youth development. Matthew Jones, he's an ensign, progressive legal co-counsel. Michael Offerowski is an ensign, investigations officer. Nan Von Bouton is an ensign, brother-in-law, Asian American experience advisor. Martin Mitchell, my nephew, he's an ensign, secretary of youth development. And McElroy is just an ensign, and Richard Kudrowski is an ensign. And of course another conservative. We also have Big Bob Schmidt, who I've had plenty of problems with over time. But we're straightening that out. You know, he is a disrespectful cocksucker. Conservative motherfucker. He is. And like I said on Walt, America's Pulse, I hit you with motherfuckers, and I hit you with facts. And of course that means motherfucking facts. Mix them all up. Alright. Now let's go over my top friends. Of course I gotta finish this off. My top friends that are on here. And the status of all my friends. Now I had to lose a couple. And I'm not gonna say your name. I'll give you initials, JG. You pissed me off this week. Now you know I'm a centrist Democrat. And like I said earlier in the podcast, I go over the conservative side and the liberal side. And I come up with my own solution, mix it up, and bam! Centrist Democrat, centrist Democrat view. Big picture Democrat is what I am. And you have to understand that. And what I was doing, I was asking him questions from the perspective of a conservative. This man took it all personal. I don't know if he got a bitch that's Latina, or if he got Latina friends. He's in Detroit. They know that it ain't that many goddamn Latinos. But he was taking it personal, mighty personal, and he shouldn't. So let's just go over to my top friends, and then we can wrap this shit up. I'm sorry for snapping on you, Mr. President. I love you, but I think you blew it on this. Okay, my top friend, of course, is my vice president, my wife, my love of my life, Nang Mitchell. I got her sister, Elena Murisk. She says her name is Muruk. She's Elena Von Bouton. Alex Thomas Lee is my military advisor. Nan Von Bouton is my brother-in-law. I got Kia Atkins, becoming a very close friend again after years. Kristen Van Patten, my conservative officer from Walt, America's Pulse. She's on there. One of my top friends. Anthony Truss, he's another soul advisor. Leah Mitchell, that's my sister. I got Majada Mojo Hervey. He's another hip-hop influence in my life. Also, I've known him since way back. We was little motherfuckers, man. I'm talking about running around in the street, garbage, throwing food, and throwing shit. We go way back. Mike Barber, who is one of my main, I lean on him for all my constitutional law. Kellyanne Stanzik, we've done a lot of battles online, Facebook, with conservatives. Angel Lazarius, she's a friend of the family. Carmela Palacios, friend of the family, friend of Facebook. Regina Andrews, she's another big liberal friend. I get a lot of information out of her posts. Alfredo Ramirez, he gives me that Latino East Side Milwaukee view. Mike Wickett, he's on the 12:50 a.m. He's a sports guy, very knowledgeable about sports. Doug Russell, he's a conservative, but fuck it. You know, he's with Mike Wickett. They got the morning show on 12:50 a.m. Boogie Munster, he handles my hip-hop affairs. Hopefully I'm going to get him and his boys to do a track for me on my podcast. I got Tony Mo Money. You know who you are, String Bean. I call you String Bean, Tall Tony, Tall T. He's on my top list. Kevin Weimer, we go way back to Custer. He introduced marijuana to me. Mary Raybon, a good close friend of the family. Nang's best friend. Ginger Meter, a good friend of Facebook. She helps me out. Bella Gemini's become very close to me and my wife. Michelle McCoy, another liberal voice that helps me get through the day. I got Billy Langham, another liberal voice that helps me get through the day. Shannon Simard Copeland, we had our deal. We had a thing with Rand Paul, and I defriended her, and we ended up making back up. But I'm sorry about that. You know, we're cool. We're cool. Don't worry about it. Lo Marie West Prez, another helpful hand in the streets. Cisco Eckerdin, a friend of the family. Cool Lore, another friend of the family. Jason Dungvalet, he's another friend of the family. Catherine Noel, definitely a friend of the family with my dad's side. And Kelly Riolo Holton, another friend of the family that goes way back to MPH. So, basically, that is going to be the podcast. I know it's long in the motherfucker. We went over everything. We went over the illegal immigrants law. We broke down everything. R.I.P. Gary Coleman. It's Walt's Take America's Pulse. Check us out on Walt'sTakeAmericasPulse.com. Check the group out, Walt's Take America's Pulse. Add me as a friend, Anakin Joseph from Milwaukee on Walt's Take America's Pulse. Also, all caps WTAP at Walt'sTakeAmericasPulse.com. Check us out. We're on a come up. I'm telling you, in about a year, we're going to explode. The next podcast, I think we're going to go into the oil spill a little bit more, because I got a lot to say about this. And we'll see you motherfuckers in a little while. It's Walt's Take America's Pulse. Me, Anakin Joseph. Holla at me later. Fuck you motherfuckers that disagree, because I laid it all on a platter for you. And fuck you if you don't like it. See you motherfuckers later.
Yeah. It's live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Horse Hooray!
What's cracking? You like it? I'm packing. Money stacking. What's cracking? You like it? I'm packing. Money stacking. What's cracking? You like it? I'm packing. Money stacking. What's cracking? You like it? I'm packing, money stacking.